Good evening. It's a creepy night out tonight. Low visibility. As you can see, without our light, we ain't gonna see much. Normally I would take you guys up that way. We're gonna try something different tonight. And we're gonna try some lower light. Looks like something's moving in there. Oh, it was a rabbit. Real nasty stuff, even with it all matted down from the deer and whatever else. I don't usually come in here because it's not ideal, but you could see how it just becomes like a little kill zone, right? We walk in this entrance and then boom, you're locked in on all sides. Oh. Ooh. Could have been an owl, but even this way, there's no way out. Just dead ends. Unless you can go on all fours, crawl around, there's really not many ways to go. Let's keep trying. A lot of deer scat. If you turn that out, and this is with the night, with the night mode on. Let's back out a little ways. Try a different angle. I almost just tripped right over that. Look at the size of this rock. I almost just busted my freaking ankle right on that thing. That is a little piece of styrofoam. See how thick this stuff is, though? It's amazing. Real nasty stuff, especially in the summer months. Usually when I come in here, it takes me a while to come into the back here. I'll see deer. I'll see a lot of deer, like different herds. I didn't see anything. Which really, that added a lot of the, when I started this and said creepy factor, that was the creepy factor, part of it. This is where I had my Dogman encounter, the full-on one. Hence why I don't usually come over this way and mess with this stuff. where they would have been right up in some of that stuff right there that I'm shining back here. And that stuff back there. And I tried to make my way to where I'm standing now for the most part, but there's a little pathway over there that's where it ends or starts. I don't know how tall this stuff looks to you guys, but it's real thick. It's really not pleasant. Out there you'll see you might see a light out that way. It's not an orb, that's when I got my vehicle parked. It's under some lights. It's like a maintenance area. Whoever mows this grass, like all the time. We see it in spring especially. This grass is always maintained. This is where that EVP came from. I was in those woods back there, and there was a deer walking towards me. Or so I thought anyway at the time. Looking back, the dogs are barking from somewhere. Looking back, the deer looked a little distorted, a little confused. But anyway, it was walking towards me, and I started whispering because I didn't want to startle it. And I say, and I didn't hear it in person. A couple of you guys, subscribers, we count on you, believe me. We do. Heard it and said something to me. But I was standing right there and didn't hear it. But the EVP says, "You're not supposed to be here." And it's, even though it's a very, very low EVP, you can hear clear as day that's what it says. And it sounds like, they're yelling, even though it's quiet. You turn that light out, take night mode off. It's a whole different story. So that's where I went down that. This is where I tried to come out from the other end. And I got rushed out of there. So it felt like they were really close, like it wasn't a long dash, but probably from about that area to this path. So it's probably about 15 yards. And they closed that gap. The first one closed that gap in seconds, maybe, if even seconds. 2 probably. And got in my face and made me start to bag back. And that's when the second one I saw start to dash forward with it and like leap over its shoulder to either appear bigger or to get close to me at the same time. Was not amused by it at all. I was scared out of my mind. I pulled a blade. Hindsight 2020. I think about the size of them, the speed of them, the ferociousness in general. Prime predator. Prime predator like I've never seen before. Like nothing I've ever seen before. Like maybe a velociraptor if they were real, you know what I mean? If they were still alive. But that's all I can say. But this is where I leave you guys. I'm going to head into these woods on my own journey. You can hear that story on Vic Cundiff's. I've said it many places, many times on my channel too, but Vic's Dogman Encounters Radio is probably where I dug into it the most. You could see what I mean on this side too, how there's so when you come down, it's kind of like you're funneled through, and this side there's a ridge where you can't see over, and you can't get over that, and then this side is just bush where you can't go either way. So the only choice I had was to go backwards or forwards. That was it. And all that thick underbrush we were just looking at earlier. They came out of that stuff and back into that stuff like it was butter. I couldn't part my way through there if I tried with a machete. Alright, that train's about to come and get real loud, so thank you guys. Wish me luck. I hope you enjoyed this little video, little encounter tale. No AI stories here. Boots on the ground. This is where it happened, as right here. Right here.